afternoon, my name is Paddy Sherry and I'm a member of the Town Tours team. We're here in Church Square and we have probably two of the most impressive buildings in the town. We have St Patrick's Church over here on my right, and behind me we have the Courthouse. The Courthouse was built in 1830 and it was built of sandstone which was quarried out at Eshnaglah in Slieve Bay near Knockatallin. The Courthouse stands on the site of the old jail, which was built in 1778. A famous jailer in the courthouse, or in the jail that time, was a fellow by the name of Johnny Short. And Johnny would release the pickpockets on fair days and market days, and he would gather them up in the evening again, and he would take a large percentage of their takings that day. Hence it got the nickname of Johnny Short's Hotel. Now, it's not a good time for pickpockets. Maybe lockdown doesn't suit them. Definitely social distancing doesn't suit them. My grandfather came to town about 100 years ago and he bought 8 of the windows that were being replaced in the courthouse at the time. He was building a house, he had just got married, and he built the house to suit the windows. At that time my grandfather was 35 years of age. My grandmother was 16. She was a luck penny in the farm of land that my grandfather had just purchased. Now we've moved about a lot since that. Women have played a pivotal part in the foundation of the state. And even so, up until the 1970s, women who worked in the courthouse had to give up their jobs because they got married. Now we have some nice monuments outside the courthouse here. We have this monument here on my right hand side, which was unveiled by Mary McAleese, who incidentally was the second woman president in Ireland. And it was to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Monaghan bombing, which 7 people lost their lives. On my left hand side we have the Hive of Knowledge. Now it used to be a great question in pub quizzes. Do you remember pub quizzes? It was centred here to celebrate the Blacksmiths Festival in 2011. And all the features on it were forged by blacksmiths who attended the festival. Now there are a few other features on the courthouse which people walking by every day probably never even notice. You have the coat of arms up at the top, and you have it is the British Crown coat of arms, and there's only one other building in Ireland that has that, and that is the Bank of Ireland in Stephen's Green in Dublin. If you notice the bullet marks on the pillars and on the wall in the front, during the Civil War there was a national army was based here, and they came under attack by anti-treaty forces. You will also notice bullet marks on the pillars and also on the wall and the railings in front of the church. Now at the foot of the pillar down there we have the crow's foot, and it is an OSI marker to show the elevation and the height above sea level that Monaghan is, which incidentally is 60.5 metres. That's all I have for you today, and hopefully whenever we get back to normal you'll be fit to join us on our town tours, and I'll explain to you what a luck penny is. So stay safe and all the best to everyone.